Okay, you guys can see me, you guys can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar. Welcome back to another live stream. I'm sorry, it's glitching out on my end and showing me this. It's showing me no data is coming through. Or sorry, I don't have it pulled up. It's showing me no data is coming through on the live stream, so I thought that something was broken. I think we're okay though. I think it's okay. Can I do the Andrew Tate face? Which one? This one? Is that the one? Like, I don't know. Cool. Thanks everybody that stopped in. I just want to make sure it's working fine. I don't know why YouTube's glitching out on my end. But here, let me send out this Discord message. There's that. We have some goofs and gaffs to start with, and then some Reddit posts as always. And then a couple videos to look at. And I want to talk about the new Bert Kreischer show. Because Bert Kreischer, he's been on a downward spiral, I would say. And his new show is definitely exemplifying that. So we're going to take a look at that as well. One second, let me make sure I pull this up. And we also have a poll ready. I have a poll ready for everybody if you are interested in that. Is YouTube glitching for other people as well? It is possible. It is possible. But let me just do. Sorry. I was a little bit late. I was a little bit rushed. But I think we're all good now. And that's all that matters. So let's get right into it with some goofs and gaffs to get started. This was very interesting to me. I've been seeing a lot of these instruments lately. They're basically like I don't know what you consider them actually. Water flute of sorts. Oh, water flute. Okay, I was right. I didn't read any of this because for some reason I don't read the descriptions and captions for Instagram posts. But I was right. There we go. Playful water flute. I gotta be honest, it felt like she was drowning it. It sounds like it's in great distress. My streams have been having issues too. I don't know what's going on, Papa Gut. Papa Gut. I think the best thing about these is you're getting really good thumbnails for them. It's the gasping for air at the end. That's how I know that it's being killed. It's being drowned. At the very end, it hits it real quick. Please stop. Yeah, it sounds like she's drowning an alien. Yeah, it's a good way to describe it. How do we feel about roller skating? About roller blading? Oh. Yes. Matching the undershirt with the skates. I like it. I don't know if there was a bit of a delay, but I like to think that you meant this skating video is a fetish content. Inline skates are definitely a fetish. I was not prepared for that sound. It's like nails on a chalkboard. See, I usually have like adverse reaction to sound. I guess I'm not as bad as others. I have a friend who's really bad about styrofoam. Like whenever he hears like a gas station cup, he just like starts flipping out. Oh.
Look at the gifted sub.
I set this properly. What's happening with my headphones? Everything's glitching out today. Is it my dedicated wham?
Look at the gifted sub.
There we go. Worked on the second set.
Look at the gifted sub. Look at the gifted.
Yay! I got a subscriber.
Thank you so much, Beppis, for the Cabin Quasar gifted membership. Jake better get their ass in there. I mean, he's got to come. I blame my autism. I get overstimulated so fast. It happens to the best of us. I've got to be honest. There's times when I'm on a busy street and a motorcycle drives past. It takes everything in my power to not everything in my being to not grab the biggest rock near me and hurl it. Is it considered vehicular manslaughter? I guess it's murder at that point. It's not manslaughter at all. Vehicular homicide if I'm not in a vehicle? I wonder. Here's a Bozeman ski-jor course record. Whatever that means. You know, there's two things working in tandem here that we have to appreciate. There is the skier. The skier is an elite specimen, moving at high speeds, high octane, and they are ripping this course apart. But they could not be ripping this course apart at such speeds without the assistance of this well-trained horse and horseback rider. So I think we need to appreciate everything here as a unit and not just merely a singular aspect. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get this poll started as well. I do have a poll ready. Ah, fuck. I deleted it because I was going in and out of the thing. Okay, here we go. The poll for today is: which fictional job would you apply for? Sorry, typing this in because I had to change a few words here. A professional cloud sculptor. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You're the one who goes out and you shape the clouds into their different beautiful shapes. Oh, is that a donkey? Or maybe it's a pirate ship. I can't really tell. That's a poor professional cloud sculptor. You know, they didn't do a very good job. But maybe you're an artiste. Or will you be a paw reader? This is like a palm reader, but for animals. You will read their paws. Sorry, I was thinking palms again. You will read their paws and tell them about their future. Tell them about their past. Tell them about I forget the different aspects. Your lifeline or something. The different. I don't know what they'd have for paws either. Got to figure that out. Or would you be a pillow fighting instructor? Would you be a pillow fighting instructor? So the martial art of pillow fighting. Would you instruct others on their techniques in the martial art? Or a bungee cord tester. You got to go out and try all the new bungee cords, big and small. You know, jump from bridges. Test small ones in I don't know, in other ways. drive a car far away from another car, bungee cord a vehicle to a wall, to a metal pipe, try and rip it off the wall. All types of fun things. Who knows? Or go jumping off of tall bridges. You know, really get your adrenaline racing. What it was just the fourth option. It was difficult to think of one. So this is the poll. Which fictional job would you apply for? Professional cloud sculptor, paw reader, pillow fighting instructor, or bungee cord tester? Okay, just making sure. Me when my canvas is the sky and my paint is the chemtrails. Hey, those I guess there already are cloud sculptors, aren't there? The cloud seeding machines. Sorry to blow your eardrums out. It's the cloud machines. They were real all along. This is gonna be your job. You just work in a factory pulling a big lever. You thought it was gonna be fun. You thought it was gonna be all fun and games, but you're actually just sitting there, grrr, grrr, creating clouds all day. But let's give it appreciation one more time here. I want to see this skier give it his all. And this was only day one. Day one went about as well as we could have hoped. A new course record and the lead going into day two of racing at the Gallatin Ski Tour Invitational. I'll try to keep y'all updated in the stories. Today is going to be full on. So let's see it one more time, and then maybe I'm going to check his account.
That's how you do it right there.
You just watched the fastest time of the weekend.
See, I'm always so confused about this part. Is the slalom required? Like, are you required to slalom? Like, do you have to go around the little markers? Because I see him go around some of them, but not all of them. Do those just deduct, like, does it add time on or something if you don't? Interesting. Now here is a losing to a unicycle in handstand. So these guys are running a duo. They're running a duo real quick. What do you guys think of this? This is high-level gaming. You know, you think you just got killed by some 5-year-olds. No. You're playing against these guys. Real professionals.
I'm with you.
You know, I gotta be honest. He's really riding that unicycle. Does this count as a handstand? I guess it is. He's got his feet against the wall. Obviously, the shoulders, triceps, biceps, wrists, fingers are all probably, you know, dead at this point. But the feet on the wall definitely does alleviate some of the tension, some of the stress. So, you know, we just want to be honest here. We want to give it an honest viewing. We don't appreciate fraudulent behavior here.
Yep. Pointed.
Go get it.
Broken. 55 crack. Nice. Oh my God. Go. I'm with you. Crack that guy. Down him.
Yeah, Alex needs to start gaming while he does his treadmill streams, and he needs to link up with these guys. They can run a 3-man. Hop on some Fortnite. Alex the Fiction.
Oh, chair player.
There's just one enemy left.
I'm ulting him. Oh my god!
I join, but I'm literally just, my gimmick is I'm just sitting on an exercise ball. I'm just like, I lift it up. What? What? I'm just the same as them. What's the problem?
Let's go. I got him with the power of Zeus in the palm of my hands. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yep. Going in.
Go get it.
This might be a little too much. I don't know. Would this be a distracting during the stream? Would you be able to focus on the game, or would you be thinking about him falling the whole time?
Broken. 55 crack. Nice.
FPS gaming on treadmill doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, you feel like you're really in it. You get shot and all of a sudden you like fall over. You're like, oh god, what happened? I wasn't prepared. I was too immersed. He can barely remember people's names when he's on a treadmill. It's definitely a multitasking event. Got a lot of things running at once. Oh, this hurt me. Trigger warning. This hurt me when I saw it. This is on purpose. This is intentional. This is not some joke. This is not a... Oh my god, this is the strength you can build and the muscles in your feet are insane. I'd assume you'd shatter every bone in your foot doing this. You might be able to have guessed what happens here, but you're still not prepared. Oh my god. So hitting a backflip, simple enough. Right on the toes, right on some bent toes, tops of the feet. I guess maybe that scream was because he shattered all the bones in his feet. Maybe that's what happened. Let me see if I can get the pause right. I'm just like, I'd hit a Tom and Jerry scream after this. It would be terrible. I would actually be screaming at the top of my lungs. This is why I never attempt to backflip. This is why I don't backflip. It's not because I can't do it. Because what if this happens? It's an irrational fear. Yeah, 100 ligaments just exploded in each foot. Feet gone. Feet done. You need new ones. New ones in the mail coming. On their way. Keep them on ice. It's just because his adrenaline's pumping. That's why they cut it so quick. You see, they did the slow-mo replay, but then think about it. Right here, he lands, screams, pure agony. Video ends because he collapsed. In that moment, he's just straight collapsed on the ground. Started writhing in pain. My child, when he doesn't get his way, hit a little backflip onto the toes. Now that's a tantrum I'd like to see. Okay, you can get the toy now. That was impressive. Oh, and I liked this. I need to get one of these for when I'm out hiking. I think this has music over it too. I've seen these polls before, but I don't think I've ever seen like a first-person view of it. They work so well. And honestly, it probably helps with climbing too. I've seen some people like just straight like that, just do a jump down, right? You know, just ride it down like a fireman's pole. It just seems super cool, and it works as it's like a walking stick, you know? You just walk around with it. I'm scared. You know, it's a multi-tool if you really think about it. It's a walking stick, it's a ladder of sorts, and it's a spear for when a mountain lion shows up. You know, you can just jab it, make it run off. One time when I was a kid, we climbed a mountain because I lived in an undeveloped area. Basically, it was like a couple different neighborhoods, and then they were surrounded by desert and like farmland. And so we went. There was a Walmart. It was literally like my neighborhood, a gated off community, and then like a Walmart. Or not gated off community. It was literally like a gated off area where there was nothing. There wasn't a community built. There was nothing there. It was just an empty lot that was gated off, and then the Walmart on the other side of it. And so we would go in the gated off little area sometimes, but what we would do is go behind the Walmart, because that's when like it would open up into the desert, and there were like a few other like houses out there, and then like this small mountain. When does a hill become a mountain? That's a question I've asked my whole life, because there's so many small-ish hills, mountains. I forget what the other term is. There's one more. There might be two more. But one time we were climbing this mountain behind this Walmart, and we started hearing coyotes, and we were like, okay, let's leave. And as we're walking down, there's a mountain lion, and it's not coming for us, but it definitely sees us. And so we say, fuck it. And we run down. We get down as quick as we can. And I imagine maybe the mountain lion was like watching the coyotes. Maybe it was like going to go after the coyotes or something. I don't know. It was definitely a lot of things happening at once. And so maybe that's why they were howling too. Maybe they were kind of at a standoff. And so we're like, fuck it. We run down this mountain. And I don't know if anybody owned the mountainside, but there was a person who lived at the base of this mountain. And it was like this old Native American dude wearing like a cowboy outfit. And he's walking up the side of the mountain with a fucking revolver. And he just starts walking up. And I was like, God damn, salute. Got to keep him off your property, I guess. No, it was genuinely, and they've honestly built in so much stuff at this point. And when you live in areas like that, you really do see how much we build into the ecosystem. It's pretty fucked up. They don't always kill him. I don't know if he went and killed I never actually heard a gunshot, so I don't know if he actually went and killed anything. I doubt he would have killed it with a revolver too, to be fair. Doubt bro's that good. I don't think he's Arthur Morgan. But one time a mountain lion went into town, like a nearby town too. And like there was just like, I'm pretty sure my mom was at work, and like there was like news about it, and she told us about it later that like it had come into town, and they had to get like the police and like animals, like some animal services to come and get them, some wildlife services, so they could go and put them back out. Sounds like you're telling me a fable. This is my life. This is the life I live. Here's a little music. This is Teach Me How to Drummy. Damn it. It's kind of hitting that. And I always like to have, if I have one drum video, I need one guitar video. So I picked a Ram part video as well. I just love this Big Bang drum. I'd love to see him use all of the drums that he has. This kit is massive. I do feel like I've never seen him use the full thing. Maybe it's because I mostly see him doing covers. Let me see an original. There's an original for you. We love Dance of the Sugar Drum Fairy is what he called this one. I feel like this shouldn't even be considered drums at this point. This should be considered a different instrument because these are almost... because it's like making me think of like a marimba or something. Some other type of percussion. I don't know. Interesting. Interesting stuff indeed. But here, we also love good riffs. We love a good riff. We love a good lick. Don't think about it too much. Rampart's always going off. It's hard to believe that wasn't sped up. Yep, this is the lick of the day. I love me some math rock. Every one of his videos is just him sitting there solemnly while ripping either an acoustic or one of his electric guitars. I mean, he does have a good fingering technique. What can you say? It's just... I just like the idea of being like E, A, E, G sharp, B, E, and then just strumming and like why doesn't mine sound the same? I'm confused. There was one that I heard that I liked a lot. Let me see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure I liked it. There's one with these guitars. I can play Come As You Are by Nirvana, that's about it. I can play Come As You Are by Nirvana about as good as Kurt Cobain's, and that's about it. This is very what in the modern baseball. See, I think this is when I'm getting into the like ones I've showed on stream before, probably. That's so loud, but I get it's just the like pedal he's using and filter or whatever. Sounds good though. This is why I stopped playing guitar. Too many sweats. This is the only this would the only time it's appropriate for you to say, hey, can I show you something I've been practicing on guitar? Every time it's just some guy like failing to play like 3 chords. But when you when you can hit some shit like this, that's when you sit back and you're like, okay, keep going. I need to end on one electric, because I think those are some of his best works. At least some of my favorite, I guess. Licks went crazy. But we'll move on from that. Oh, actually, I have one more goof for us. I like this channel. I might look through some of their other stuff. Found Footage Fest. The Found Footage Fest. Champions of VHS since 2004. Joe and Nick from the Found Footage Festival resurrects old VHS footage from thrift stores and garage sales and serves it up in a live touring comedy show and a weekly live show, VCR Party, every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Wow, interesting. No, yes, there are there is a lot of good stuff on here. It's you have to go through it though to find the real gems, because some of them are just like a 20-minute long training video sometimes. What's their most popular one? How to have cyber sex on the internet. It's a good one. It's a classic. Cyber stress. See, they had Price Master on here too. I don't think this is where I first saw Price Master. I think I saw Price Master on the Price Master account. There's a Price Master channel. Diabetes versus diabetes. I remember that, another classic. But this is Tiger Moves, with John McSweeney.
Savage beauty. Look at that powerful body. Strength, grace, magnificent form. How does the tiger manage to keep himself at the peak of physical fitness for his entire life? He doesn't lift weights, work machines, perform calisthenics or aerobics, and he doesn't jog. Yet he can tear the head.
You want to know what's weird? Strangely enough, Price Master did get me claimed last time. I was like, what the fuck? Who's claiming Price Master? The Hollywood elite.
Off a man. His power comes from his own exercise system, far different from man's, and also far superior. It is the ultimate exercise system, which I call Tiger Moves. Ironically, when man sets about to improve his health and physical fitness through exercise, he devises systems which lack the simple wisdom of the tiger.
You know, that's true. We try and put too much thought process into what should be instinctual. Look at these animals. They don't think about working out. They just are. They just exist. And their bodies reach peak physical condition. We too can be like the tiger.
Low impact aerobics has far less injuries than high impact,
Just like the tiger does.
as does belly dancing with its smooth and completely natural moves.
Just like the tiger does.
Tiger Moves, the best and most natural exercise system man can use. I'm John McSweeney, and I'm going to cover 7 of these basic tiger moves. Inhale back with tension. Exhale forward. Try to reach for the stars. Reach as high as you can. With tension, great tension. Go forward with great tension. Feel the tension in the triceps muscles. Think into those thigh muscles, quadriceps, the hamstrings. The next.
You know, I think usually you have to pay for this type of content. He's really given us something to think about. You know, people think lift weights. Oh, lift weights for tension. Use your body's own tension. There you go. Working out the muscles. It's like I'm lifting 500 pounds. I'm almost there. Welcome in. Sorry if that was a weird thing to start on. With stomach roll sitting on screen.
Next tiger move is the stomach roll. This exercise now from the side, I push down and roll up. Flex, force it down. Come up. You've just learned in this tape 3 critical.
I love that all of a sudden it cuts to him in his suit. Like it just cuts to him in his suit and he's just like, what you've just witnessed. It hits different.
You've just learned in this tape 3 critical areas of life and self-defense.
We have, you're right. The stomach roll, that's how you fucking deflect body shots. You stomach roll it, and then the punch gets absorbed, the force of the punch gets absorbed back into their fist, breaks their knuckles, breaks all their fingers. You know, it's kind of, it's a technique that not many are taught.
I'll leave you with one thought. It pertains to nations, it pertains to the individual. First a warrior, or all else is folly.
First a warrior, or all else, oh my god, or all else is folly. I wasn't a warrior enough. All else became folly. Should I do one more? New Age miracles, fact or fraud?
I've enlisted our friend Charles' able assistance in this portion of our presentation for reasons which will soon become obvious. Charles?
Be careful here. He's fine because the energy was dispersed through the shattered cinder block before the pressure reached him. I saw another video where a guy did it, the cinder block didn't break, and the person underneath went, ugh! Because that force did transfer. It's like Newton's cradle.
Now place it inside the plastic bag. Now break the bulb. Excellent. Now reach inside and choose a piece and hand it to me. Thank you. You may return to your seat.
Okay. A little bit of ASMR for us. Okay. He thought he was eating the sugar glass one, but this one was real.
Fire, one of the most powerful and destructive forces of nature.
This one has to just be a goof. I think this one is just a goof. There's no way.
Oh, that's impressive. As you said earlier.
If I can direct your attention to the demonstration area, I'll give you a first-hand look at psychic surgery.
He's reaching into his stomach. Why would he do such a thing? What did he just remove? Is that one of his organs? Oh no, it was a worm within him. A parasite.
The next time you or someone you know is approached by a member of a New Age group, remember what you have seen here today.
I hate when they remove my organs, my organ trail. I think he was birthing a leech. When you go into a puddle of water and get covered in leeches. I'll never forget the movie Stand By Me when they get covered in leeches. That always made me have a fear of leeches as a kid. I've never seen leeches up to this point. You know, it's like that old joke about being afraid of quicksand, even though quicksand isn't like an issue in everyday life. For most people, I guess. Some people have to deal with it. Don't say, never say never. But now we're going to move on to this Hasan stuff. Just going to talk about it briefly. I mean, there's not too much to cover. It's only a 7-day ban at the end. Like, everybody's celebrating it a little bit too heavily when really we should, like, be pointing out the hypocrisy of, like, of not banning him for other, like, Twitch policy rule, like he's broken other Twitch TOS before. So I don't know why this seems like a newer one that they've added, and it feels like they're really just having to go like, oh, he's just not quitting. We want to give him the pass, but if he's going to use it so flagrantly, we kind of have to at this point. But this is the clip that got Hasan banned. Twitch's hateful conduct policy states that the term Zionist may not be used to attack individuals. And so I think that outlines here, we'll read it here just to be clear. We prohibit the use of terms that may not be harmful or abusive in isolation, but can be used as a slur or to denigrate others in certain contexts. Whether to other term or similar, oh my God, I cannot read it all today. Similar to other terms that may be used as a proxy for a protected group, we treat Zionists as a proxy for Jews or Israelis. If the word is used in a context to promote harm or violence, or when used to make dehumanizing comparisons or perpetuate anti-Semitic stereotypes, comments regarding Zionism that are about the political movement, comments regarding Zionism that are about the political movement, including criticisms, do not violate our hateful conduct policy. Comments that call for violence against Zionism as a political movement, or comments that would otherwise violate our policies, are not allowed. Allowed examples: Zionist settlers are encroaching Palestinian borders. Prohibited example: Zionist
and pro-Palestinian.
Zionist name of animal. They outline it so clearly too, that saying something like Zionist pig is clearly a breach of their policy. I love how how clearly it's outlined. And this was the point that I wanted to make too, because it is clear that they're trying to carve out the fact that you can still criticize Zionism as a political ideology. That is completely fine to criticize that, but it is about the ways in which you criticize it. And I like the way that they're kind of articulating this, because it is a proxy. That's like a perfect way to state it, because I mean, it's no different than if someone was being super racist, right? Like if someone was being super racist and they just kept saying monkeys all the time. You could be like, oh, well, what are they saying? That none of those words are racist. And it's like, yes, but it's the implications that are being put on it. You know what I mean? You can tell that there's obviously an intention behind what you're saying when you're just using this word, even if it is in passing or something. But here, let's see what he actually said. Let's see if it breaches this policy. We'll see if this is just a critique of Zionism, if he's just going to say that Zionism, since its inception, has encroached upon the Palestinians in the pursuit of... I mean, you could even say things like that Zionism is founded on or I guess I don't know enough about it to say if it's founded, but has been co-opted by religious zealots. I think that'd be a fair thing to say, right? I think that's completely fair. That Zionism isn't necessarily tied to religion, but there are definitely religious extremists that co-opted Zionism for their religious ideology. And that's why I have kind of an abject belief, I think. And I don't hear this said a whole lot. But I do think one thing that would kind of, it obviously wouldn't solve the issue, and it would cause an issue more in the moment. But in the transitional period between trying to remove the current standing administrations for Hamas for Palestine and Israel in the IDF and Hamas, trying to remove those and like reinstate something else, I do think that what is it? Corpus Sanctum? Corpus Sanctum? I think that's what you'd call it. Creating Jerusalem as its own independent, like, religious state that is not, because Jerusalem holds like huge religious like value to all three Abrahamic religions, and having a majority of other, or having like any type of religious oversight into these like different things, I think is what ends up causing a bit of a bit more friction. Because if you were just talking about the land and kind of took Jerusalem out of it, that would get rid of a lot of the religious zealots, I feel, at the very least. And I mean, that was the original outline. That was one of the original partition plans, I'm pretty sure, was to create Jerusalem as its own independent state. But again, maybe I'm just being a Zionist. To be fair, I mean, I think what I just said goes against the Zionist goal, because Israel did take over Jerusalem, which went against the partition plan. Oh, thank you so much, Carissa. Welcome to the inner circle.
Yay, I got a subscriber.
And pro-Palestinian. This is another big suck my dick to all the fucking Israel dick riders out there. You fucking rabid ultra-Zionist pigs. You fucking run around going, oh my God, Israel first, Israel first. Why are you tying this back to Palestine? Because this is precisely the fucking same shit.
Two senior national security officials tell me that there are more than a dozen secret and obscure watch lists that Homeland Security and the FBI are using to track protesters, both anti-ICE and pro-Palestinian, Antifa, and others who are promiscuously labeled domestic terrorists. I mean, okay. I mean, I don't think this is wholly because they're trying to just support Israel. I think it is that the current administration conflates pro-Palestinian with like violent extremism. And so that's why they're placing that with the anti-ICE, because both of those things in themselves are pretty innocuous. Pro-Palestinian, anti-ICE. They're pretty innocuous in nature, and then they're being used in this like more like a like again, I guess they're using these words flagrantly in the way that Hasan uses Zionist pig flagrantly. Because yeah, I mean, this is bad, but I do think, like, what does this have to do with Israel? I did see him before saying the U.S. is using Israeli spyware, and then Nick Fuentes was like, this is or wait, no, he was talking about censorship, and then Nick Fuentes says, this is Jewish censorship. You won't talk about that, though.
Okay? You Israel first monsters.
This shit's so fucking... It's just like... You Israel first monsters. Oh my God. It's just like, I really want to know, like, what is your productive means of reaching a one-state solution. That's all I want to fucking hear. Like, truly, that's all I want to hear. Oh, thank you so much. Tiffany 2 Trill sent 5 Cabin Quasar gifted memberships. Oh my god, thank you so much.
Look at the gifted sub.
That kind of hit.
Look at the gifted sub.
But thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But like I'm saying, I mean, there's stuff to criticize with Israel. There's stuff to criticize about Israel, about the United States, about like every like major nation. I don't know why he only isolates these two while slurping on China and Russia, and like it just doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like you cannot be talking about this type of like it's just I just don't get it.
Israel first monsters, dude. Jesus fucking Christ.
Because like this is like that's the part I don't get. You say Israel, people are Israel first. They care about, oh, people say America first. No, it's Israel first. You guys care about Israel. All you want to do is support Israel and get them to kill all the Palestinians. That's all you care about. But again, it's like, what are the means of, like, what are the steps to take to reach this one state solution that you want? Please outline it. Because like Ethan said, I kind of agree with Ethan Klein on this one. Like, people will go, oh, it's globalism, the globalist elites, they don't. But like, in a perfect world, you would want like a one world government, right? That's fully for peace and for humanity and for unity and for like, you know, it's against hatred and bigotry and like that is like a perfect world. But it's, again, it's about the means in which we like how we achieve this goal. What steps do we take to get there? Because authoritarian force to try and like silence dissenters is in complete opposition to the goal, to the stated goal. How dare you agree with that Zionist pig, Ethan Klein? Now you're gonna take back all the memberships. Charge back right now.
How can you fucking say that when the first immigration action that the Trump administration
Oh, I would have liked to hear what the ending thing was there. Ah, thank you so much, Rumsum Tucker. Send 1 Cap and Quasar gifted membership.
Look at the gifted sub.
Wow, they're really, you guys are spreading it on today. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hasan is still banned. How many days is he banned? He's banned for 7 days. Twitch bans. Streamer bans. Does this thing actually work? Streamerbans.com. Oh, is it gonna work? Come on. Get it loaded. Get it loaded. Here, we'll just continue with this. This was crazy. So Nick Fuentes said, I didn't vote for Trump, dumbass. You're not working class. You are a millionaire live streamer getting paid by Amazon, yada, yada, yada. Called him a class traitor in some way, I guess. And Hasan's response is the most insane response I've ever seen in my whole life. Is this fake? Am I being trolled? Is this a meme? Is this just like a meme and everybody's trolling? Here, let me look it up on Twitter. Yep, no, here it is. Here it is. He really said, I'd rather be a class traitor than a gay Mexican manlet neo-Nazi. This was unnecessary. You didn't need to add on this part, especially this part. If you want to call him a short neo-Nazi, I mean, okay. Him being short has nothing. Him being short and ugly has nothing to do with him being a neo-Nazi and being a shitty person. Now, him being a gay Mexican, what, Hasan? You don't want to be a gay Mexican? What's wrong with that, huh? This is just fucking crazy. I'd rather be a class traitor than a gay Mexican manlet neo-Nazi. Here, and I want to see what these back and forths were. You're not working class. You're a multimillionaire live streamer getting paid by Amazon, and they don't defend Israel because they're investments. They are captured by the Israel lobby, which is motivated by messianic fanatical race loyalty. I mean, here's the thing. I'm not gonna ask him to continue because I don't care to hear the conspiracy. This, though, it's just like, are you talking about, like, what, they have, like, blackmail on them or something? And the motivated by messianic fanatical race loyalty is kind of... I mean, what are you, Nick? You're literally... I mean, you're a... Here's the thing you can say. You don't need to call him a gay Mexican. He's a Mexican white nationalist. Like, that's... Like, I think Hasan was trying to point out the hypocrisy, right? Like, he's being like, you're a neo-Nazi, but you're literally a gay Mexican. Didn't land, I don't think. What do we think? Did it land? And then we have one more video from Mia. What Mia did next. She's been replying to a few of these different comments that she's been getting in response to her talking about Hasan. A lot of them are literally just ignoring what she's talking about just to make all... It's literally just talking point after talking point after talking point. No substance. No... Just nothing. It's literally just nothing. And that's why it's difficult. Because it really is. It's on the left and the right. It happens on both sides. We can't act like this is some partisan issue. It is quite literally an issue with people that are so afraid of being wrong, I guess. Like, you can be wrong on minor issues and still, like, be on the right side of history. As long as you correct yourself. But if you're willing to just let things devolve just over time and just literally rot, I mean, what do you expect? Sometimes we have to admit when we're wrong. And that's the thing, is like, I'll admit when I'm like I've said things that I think that Ethan needs to correct himself on, things here and there that I've disagreed with. You should have pushback, and nobody should be afraid of simple pushback. That's not the issue. The issue is all of this, like, aggressive, like, posturing and, like, an inability to actually contend with any points, like, made. Everything's just spouting off buzzwords and talking points that you heard from somebody else. It bothers me. We need to use our brains, use that, you know, those critical thinking skills. Work through the lead poisoning, work through the long COVID, work through the vaccine haze, whatever it is. Whether you're on the left or the right, you know, there's always a reason that you might be, your brain might be a little bit dysfunctional. So you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. I heard that from a wise person.
Then baby doll, Hasan Piker is one hell of a capitalist. I am so impressed by how all of you can walk around without a backbone. What are you talking about? These are your principles. These are your
I'm sorry. Let me restart this. Let me read what they said first. You're pro-capitalism. You live in and benefit from capitalism. How can you be this dim? The left is truly lost. I don't know if this is... I mean... she starts talking about socialism, so that's kind of what I'm gathering, is that this is all still about Hasan. What, like, everybody that lives in modern society, it benefits from, feeds into capitalism for the good and the bad. There's both. And it's about trying to figure out, like, that's why we live in a democracy, because we're trying to figure out what'll work the best. Try and figure out ways to socialize under a capitalist system and like have a, like, you know, it's because there's always going to be that push and pull. You cannot fully get rid of capitalism. You cannot fully get rid of socialism. You can't fully get rid of any of these like different like economic or social leanings. We are all brains at the end of the day. Let's remember that. All our brains are kind of like a pink, grayish color. Let's not forget that.
Then baby doll, Hasan Piker is one hell of a capitalist. I am so impressed by how all of you can walk around without a backbone. What are you talking about? These are your principles. These are your stated beliefs. I don't talk about socialism. I don't talk about capitalism. These are, you will ride for the king of the socialists who doesn't pay his staff, who rips off other people's work, who is a raging misogynist. And then you will tell me, somebody who has been an advocate for 13 years, who rents her home, who doesn't have assets.
To be fair, they'd probably argue, like, I like to think of the counter arguments that could be made. Saying you rent isn't a good argument against this, because they'd say you're feeding into landlords. Like, they'd be like, well, you should, I don't know, you should live outside, you should live in the woods.
Whatsoever, that I'm the pro-capitalist?
You pay rent, I live with my parents. Thank you very much.
You are so unbelievably unprincipled. I would laugh if it wasn't frightening. If you guys collected your IQs together, I doubt we'd hit room temp.
See, that's how I know this isn't the real iDubbbz. You guys should just watch Hasan and he'll tell you what to think. That's how I know it's not really the real iDubbbz, because he would call Hasan.
Go watch Turkish iDubbbz stream.
Beautiful stuff indeed. And now we have two things to talk about, and then I'm gonna probably get into at least one of these body cam videos. We've been running behind. I can't let these go like weeks and weeks. This one's already 4 months old. They go on for they get old. To be fair, they're already years old when they come out most of the time. Yeah, you pay rent? Well, I have a mortgage, loser. Yeah, but like that's what I mean, is like what I don't understand what the like socialist way of living would be. Because if you're paying a mortgage, you could possibly be paying into like these predatory like you know, these institutions and people that buy up like tons of houses. I forget what it's called. You know what I'm talking about, the people that fuck up the housing market. You know, them. Everybody that fucks up the housing market, all the shitbags. It's either that or pay into landlords. I just pay the bank. What do you mean? I don't know. But the one thing I wanted to talk about is Bert Kreischer's new show, Free Bert. I watched the first episode. Has anybody seen this? Has anybody even heard about this? Does anybody care about Bert Kreischer in any way? Let's get a temp check. Does anybody care? I pay the bank and I don't like it. Exactly. It's the curse. Yeah, like BlackRock and shit. Yeah. At the end of the day, you're either paying BlackRock or some guy named Carl who owns who's an asshole. What's the difference? Yes, I need to hear how bad it is. All I watched is the first episode, and let me give you a little breakdown of what the plot is so far. So it seems that the way they're trying to do this show is, and to me it does feel like the spiritual successor to the hit series Real Rob. For those who remember that saturation blasted sitcom starring Rob Schneider, who basically made himself just look like the cool guy who gets it all. The world's so crazy, but he's just figuring it out throughout his life. And this really does feel like that's like a spiritual successor to that, because the way the first episode handles itself is Bert wants to be liked by his daughters. And this has been a topic of conversation in his life for years. I was a big fan of Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura, the Two Bears, One Cave podcast, probably like 3 years ago. I stopped watching it probably 2 years ago. I watched it for probably about a year. And the reason that the show feels so odd to me is because I was watching around the time, I guess it might have been more than 3 years ago, because it was when his daughters were still younger. And basically, his daughters are a bit older now, and the show is depicting them growing up with their dad. Him growing up this classic father, wife, father, mother, daughters, sitcom style family. But if you ever watch Two Bears, One Cave, Bert, his daughters didn't ever like being talked about, as told by his wife. And his wife very clearly doesn't appreciate some of the comments that have been made about her, including her being old, being ugly, being dumb, being backwater hick, being like all this really insulting shit, and then goes and hires like a young attractive woman to play his wife, and kind of, I think he does try and play, and still tries to play up that like she's just some dumb redneck. It's like kind of like her character features. I don't know. It's just so, everything about it is so weird. And the first episode, I haven't even gotten to the plot of the first episode. The first episode, he wants his daughters to like him. So he goes on T-Pain's stream. And I was like, okay, I like T-Pain. Let's see if T-Pain can save this show. Because it just started, okay, I didn't even tell you how it started off. Fucking hell. It started off with Bert Kreischer telling jokes to Rob Lowe. And he takes his shirt off because that's his like main thing, is taking his shirt off to tell jokes. And they're like, yo, can you tell that joke again? Encore. And they make him put his shirt back on so he can take it off. And I thought this was setting up the premise that like, oh, he understands that this is like a gimmick type of thing, and he needs to work his way out of it, because all he's going to be remembered for is being like taking his shirt off. Like, he's not going to be remembered for all the great comedy that he does. But then all it turned into was just kind of like him being like, he called his wife and was just like, is that all they wanted me here for? They just wanted me here to tell my jokes? They just wanted me here to take my shirt off? And it's like, I felt like it kind of missed the actual, it almost like missed the intention of the scene. And then it continues. He goes on T-Pain's stream. He's on T-Pain's stream. And when he's on T-Pain's stream, for some reason, he says that his middle school daughter has never given a hand job before. And then the whole plot of this episode revolves around his daughter getting bullied because he told this weird, crass joke. And it doesn't really get resolved in the end. It ends up with him trying to go stand up for his daughter by going to the school. He takes his daughter to the school with his wife. They go to the school. They're sitting there with the other parents and the girl. And then the principal's like, I don't see what the problem is. She was just posting a video of her favorite comedian. You guys are overreacting. It's nothing. It's just a joke. Like, it's not a big deal. And it's not even supposed to be him overreacting, because it's supposed to be, oh, he's the sane one here trying to stand up for his daughter, and everybody else in the situation is crazy because they either want to let it go or act like it isn't a big deal. And that also just missed the mark for me. Yeah, he stole Gibby's swag. What happened to Gibby? This is Gibby. You remember Gibby? This is him now. Feel old yet? He is old, washed Unc Gibby. I'm just like, everything about it was so odd, and maybe I just need to watch more of it. Maybe I haven't gotten into the show enough, you know? I went to Bert's big comedy tour, and I got too drunk and high and had to call my wife to pick me up before Bert went on, but I literally missed nothing. I mean, that's kind of the point of his shows, right? Is you're supposed to forget everything or leave before it even started. Yeah, it's the "you need to leave" sound. Like, that's exactly how I felt watching the whole first episode. I was genuinely losing my mind. Because the jokes weren't that funny. Some of the supporting cast was all right. Some of the jokes landed decently, but just the plot revolving around him telling an inappropriate joke about his middle school daughter. I guess that's like the way the show's trying to. It's that. But again, the part that felt weird to me is because I've known about Bert for so long, and like the relationship that he has with his daughters and his wife, and like it just feels like, I don't know if they helped write these episodes, but I hope to God that they did. I hope to God that they had some kind of input into this fucking show, because it's like, if they literally just like, I'm pretty sure they're either in college or out of college now. And I only know this again because of Bert. Because of Bert, like, spreading out, like, telling everybody about all this shit. And it's like, it's bad enough having your dad be a comedian and having to deal with people being assholes about this. Having a sitcom about your life. Yeah, they absolutely had no input into the show. I looked, in my honest opinion, at like the writers and like the different stuff. I didn't see their names on it, so I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's super weird. It's a little bit off-putting, I have to say. But that's basically my 2 cents on the show. Maybe I'll watch a few more episodes and see how it actually gets. But that's the other thing too, is I'm wondering, like, did your family agree to this? Did they like the idea of this? Or were you just like, hey, it's going to pay us millions. It's a Netflix show. Like, we want the money. We want the money right now. Like, I don't know. It is something. But I do want to check this out. Too Lazy to Try made a video called Joe Rogan Goes Off on Comedians Trashing Whitney Cummings and Calls Out Bert Kreischer. So this is in relation to the whole Whitney Cummings Miss Rachel incident that, for those who don't know, Whitney Cummings was shitting on Miss Rachel and was like making fun of her. And then people kind of came back at her very heavy-handed because, like, she didn't understand that Miss Rachel's doing content for neurodivergent children. And so she, like, made a couple apologies that were kind of like, you know, half-assed, sarcastic apologies, being like, oh yeah, I'm sure if somebody was coming for Barney, I forget what she says. She was like, if somebody came for Blue's Clues, I'd really care. Somebody came for Steve from Blue's Clues, I'd really give a shit. She came for Miss Rachel, and then also she's trying to like piggyback on the back of the current Miss Rachel drama with the fact that Miss Rachel pinned a comment that she liked that said that Jews run America, because she said, by her own explanation, she says that she misinterpreted it, thought that the commenter liked their own comment, and so she pinned it kind of like to show how pathetic they were. That's like what I think that the way she explained it, that's the way she tried to explain it. And then Whitney Cummings is trying to ride on the back of that, being like, see, I told you she was weird. I told you there were problems with her. Whitney has never been funny. To be fair, I've only ever seen her on podcasts. And if I'm only going off of that, then I would agree with you. But I've never seen her stand up, so I couldn't say like fully whether or not she's funny.
You know, the Whitney thing about Miss Rachel. I don't know who Miss Rachel is.
I found out who she is today.
She's an educator for neurodivergent kids. Is that what it is?
Bert is so selfish, she would disregard their input, honestly. I think that's kind of my thought on it, too. I think that he would go, oh, we don't want to be on... They would go, oh, we don't want to be on the show. Oh, why are you doing this, Dad? Oh, why are you doing this, Bert? Our daughters don't want to be on the show. I don't want to be portrayed like this. Oh, don't you already do enough? I don't know if that's how heavy it's going, but I feel like that could be a conversation. And if that conversation was being had, I feel like Bert would be the type of guy to be like, well, don't you want the fucking money? Well, you guys are complaining about it. It's just a show. Who cares? It's just a show. We're going to make a lot of money for it. It's going to be on Netflix. Everybody's going to know our names. What's the problem? Like, I feel like that is how Bert would handle it.
It is. Pull up some videos of Miss Rachel, because after people were dragged, by the way, the worst fucking people were going after her.
Really?
People that I know that are comedians that are just unbelievably shitty, dishonest, disingenuous human beings, bad faith communicators, people that just like completely distort anything about the person.
Yeah.
And it's just because she's successful. It's a giant part of it. And so they see.
Yeah, Miss Rachel definitely accidentally did it. It's so crazy to have Miss Rachel hate. I do think it's crazy to have hate for Miss Rachel, but I think that this should remind her, stick to the kids' content. Like, she was trying to get back at this commenter. Next time, delete the comment. Don't pin any comments that you're trying to, like, out of spite, get back at. Like, it's unnecessary. You already do such amazing things for children. You already work so hard to like have created this image for yourself as Miss Rachel. Getting involved in this like internet drama is beneath her, and like on so many levels. And so like she's gonna get hate regardless. And that's why she just needs to keep keeping on, really. Keep slaying.
Her making some crack about Miss Rachel because she was watching it with her kid. She didn't know what the fuck it is. Doom scrolling on TikTok and Twitter all day and shitting on people like, fuck Whitney Cummings. And
yeah, and I think the activism she does is good. I think the activism she actually does is good. But that's what I'm saying is a lot of it is focused on the children. Like the stuff with with Palestinians, she focuses on the Palestinian children. And you could maybe make an argument if you're weird, if you're like, why doesn't she talk about the adults enough? Why doesn't she talk about their self-determination? Why doesn't she talk about that? But like I'm saying, I think that there is like a lane to stick in, even if you want to, kind of help in these different, help these children in these different ways. Because I do think that's like a very, it's altruistic at the end of the day. It truly is. Look at this Joe Rogan face too.
Miss Rachel was they're just mentally ill slobs, all of them, and their opinion should be dismissed.
All right, so we have Joe Rogan snapping at comedians again. It's hilarious. He's been fired up recently, and he keeps mocking the haters and doing these voices. Like last week, he crashed out on comedians for trashing the Austin comedy scene, and now he's going off on comedians for trashing Whitney Cummings, which for somebody who doesn't read comments and is too busy to pay attention to what's going on the internet, he seems pretty tuned into all the drama. And he thinks that people trashing Whitney Cummings after she attacked Miss Rachel are way out of line. And he tries to act like it's not that deep, like Whitney just made some stupid joke while she's watching a show with her kid. But then Joe tells Jamie to pull up a Miss Rachel video so Bert can learn how to count. Then after it, Joe's like, it is kind of weird that Whitney went off on her. Like, what was going on there? So even after defending Whitney, Joe seems all confused.
See, it is weird that Joe Rogan doesn't seem to do any research into anything before talking about it. Like, what does he do all day? Because, like, he works with the UFC. He does, like, announcing still. So I imagine he probably spends a bit of time watching fights, but he watches them probably when they're happening to keep up to date on, like, current statistics and stuff. But, like... Yo, check out this video of... Look at this video of an ape throwing a frog across the across the field onto a rock. Watch this one. Yo, Jamie, can you pull up that video of a gorilla? He's just on. I guess Joe Rogan's just watching AI Twitter videos, isn't he? Didn't he post like an AI bug? Yeah, Boomer Rogan, but yeah. Joe Rogan posted this. The celestial mantis just landed on his hand. Only 3 sightings in the last 150 years. Is this a sign? Well, Joe Rogan's real smart. What makes you think that this 6-fingered individual is a fake image? What would make you think that this isn't real? I'm confused. Joe Rogan has on geniuses.
As to why she had randomly attacked this lady. Then he's like, you know, maybe she took too many of her meds, which sounds like something one of her haters would say. So Joe definitely realizes how bizarre this looks, and he couldn't even hold back from goofing on her.
It's just because she's successful. It's a giant part of it. And so they see her making some crack about Miss Rachel because she was watching it with her kid. She didn't know what the fuck it is. So here's Miss Rachel. Let me hear what this sounds like.
The dinosaur eggs are hatching. Wow, how many dinosaurs do we have? 1.
Joe Rogan sitting here in silence is pretty funny. I will say, Miss Rachel, in comparison to other child like creators, like children's creators, she is much more calm. She has a much like softer demeanor. Blippi's all like fucking, he gets amped. Like, and there's other ones too that get like fucking, they're like super out of it. They look like they're on speed or something, but like Miss Rachel genuinely does have like a very calm, soothing kind of presence. Like criticizing her for that is it's so weird.
2, 3, 4.
Okay, pause. Why would you go after this? Like this is...
I do love how quickly he changed his tune up. I want to see it just one more time.
So here's Miss Rachel. Let me hear what this sounds like.
The dinosaur eggs are hatching. Wow, how many dinosaurs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, pause. Why would you go after this? Like this is like a little kid show.
Yeah,
like she must have been bored.
There's nothing different from this in Blue's Clues, in my opinion.
It's a show for little kids.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it.
I don't know. Maybe she was just
bored.
She was trying to write a joke and thought she'd get some traction, I guess.
Maybe she took 2 instead of 1.
When you have Bert Kreischer critiquing your comedy, it's pretty, you kind of went off the rails, I think.
And then she got a little extra energy. He took 2 instead of 1. I don't know what.
Here, I'm going to put the new poll up for when the H3 show will start today. They did say they're going live today. Ooh, and there it is. It is up, but it does not have a thumbnail or a title yet. So I'll put up this poll right now. Let's see.
She's doing. All of a sudden, she's like, fuck Miss Rachel.
So it's bad when even Rogan, while he's trying to defend her, is like, wait, this is the lady she's going after? This is who she got all pissed off about? Also, it's funny he says all the haters are just jealous of Whitney because it seems like Whitney might be jealous of Miss Rachel, and that's one of the reasons why she went after her. Like, there's definitely more to it than...
I think everybody's jealous of kids' content creators. Like, if you can do it, do it. It's so lucrative, and you actually are, like, doing a good thing. If you aren't doing it purely to make money and you can actually have, like, a good message you're trying to implement into it, like, it's all the more beneficial. But, like, really, Who wouldn't be jealous of fucking kids creators? Do you see the telephone? Can you say telephone? Oh, we're getting a call. Let me see who it's from.
Stoic.
Stoic, the word of the day. I think I could do it.
And Whitney just making some stupid.
Then you'd see me on the street yelling at some guy, but I mean, to be fair, look at Paul Rubin, right?
Throwaway joke. I mean, Whitney said she talks to kids like they're deaf morons and should speak to a mental health professional, which, like I said in my last video, I think Whitney might need to talk to one because she's out of control and she seems like a very resentful person. So I wouldn't be surprised if while her kid was watching these videos, she looked at the views they get and was like, these videos aren't that good. She doesn't deserve to be this popular. Like,
Captain, please do a kids show episode every week. I've thought about when I'm older, I was like, when I'm an old man, I'd like to do a kids show with like some puppets, get like some real puppets and do like a nice little kids show. I think it'd be fun.
She kept saying her and her kid just don't get it and they think she's too loud. You know, Whitney Cummings is saying someone's too loud and in your face. So it seems like Whitney just does not like this lady for whatever reason. And if Rogan wants to call out people for being haters, I think he needs to call out Whitney, which he did give her a call and tell her to chill a little and stop responding to comments because she was just making things worse.
That you can't apologize to the mob. They come for you. They come for you. And she learned. And I texted her. I said, listen, I love you to death. You got to stop going back and forth with these people. You can't do that. It's not, this is not a genuine conversation. They don't care if you're, like if you were a person and you were someone's friend and you started shitting on Miss Rachel and someone said, actually, that's like for kids with learning disorders. And you'd be like, oh, fuck, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And that would be the end of it.
Yeah.
And then we'd laugh. You know, but these people are not looking for a real conversation. They're just looking to destroy your life. And then so many people like, she lost her career, career's over. Like, what? Well, you weren't going to see her anyway, you fucking cunt. Like, what are you talking about? You weren't going to pay to.
Puppets were my idea too. I have a lot of them already. See, I only have one, and he's just a clown. I need to get some more. See, I'd like to make some. When I was a kid, I was actually into watching. I never actually made one, but I used to watch a lot of puppet crafting videos, like people that would make their own puppets. I always wanted to make one. I'd like to make, like, the whole thing is I'd want to make some monsters. They'd be like some different monsters, because I think that one thing that's missing in modern day, too many shows are being cutesy. We've moved towards the cutesy era. We need to move back towards the creepy era. We had creepy shows. We had Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. We had I can't think of more off the top of my head. Creepy kids shows. Spooky, I guess. Creepy has a different connotation nowadays. Spooky. See, Goosebumps I feel like is too easy of an answer. Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's another good one. James and the Giant Peach. Mr. Meaty. Mr. Meaty is the perfect example. Thank you so much. Mr. Meaty. I loved this show when I was a kid. It went from 2005 to 2009 in Canada. I watched a lot of Canadian shows when I was a kid, I realized. I liked this show. I liked 16. There was a couple others, too. Mr. Meaty was fire. Heat. Are Real Monsters? I was like, what's a show about monsters? What's a spooky show about monsters that makes me go, A show about real monsters that makes me go, ah. Thank you.
You see her anyway. Stop saying her career's over. It's not doing a damn thing to her career.
So it sounds like Rogan's reading a lot of comments, even though I'm sure next episode he'll be like, listen, I never read comments. I stay away from that stuff. But he is right about Whitney. She's going to be fine. You know, she has one of the most popular podcasts that gets millions of totally organic views. So maybe people are just jealous of Whitney's success. That's why they make fun of her. And, you know, I think Miss Rachel had it coming. She needs to be taken down a notch. No, but honestly, I bet that's what Whitney was thinking when she made that post about her. because she also made it when she thought people were turning on Miss Rachel after she got involved in some controversy. So it's funny, Rogan's like, listen, Whitney made...
You guys don't know Ah Real Monsters? What are their names? Yeah, Crumb, Ickis, and Zimbo. And it's got Charlie Adler, the voice of Cow and Chicken, and I saw a video once of him just doing Cow and Chicken back and forth, and I was like, this is the original Rick and Morty. Cow and Chicken was the original Rick and Morty, let's not forget that. Capping my phone lagged and I accidentally hit B3. Oh no. Can you unhide them or do I have to go in and do it?
Made a mistake. People need to shut up and move on. Because this started when Miss Rachel made a mistake and apologized for it and said it was an accident. Then Whitney decided to pile on. Because it seems like Whitney already didn't like her, and for whatever reason, maybe it's jealousy, maybe Whitney doesn't like her stance on Israel. But either way, it seems like Whitney wants to see her fail and thought this was an opening to attack her, but then it completely backfired. But I guess since Whitney claims to be a comedian, that means she was just joking and we need to go easy on her. But everybody else that makes fun of people on the internet are miserable losers.
It's not doing a damn thing to her career. You just want it to be over because you live a miserable fucking life, which is why you're on Threads 12 hours a day.
It's so funny you say that. I just read something negative about Whitney on Threads today. I was like, what did she do?
Bro, Threads is the worst.
And then I saw the Miss Rachel shit, and I watched the video. You know, I had 2 kids. I don't know. I look at that as I go, that's nice.
If Threads is like for people who already been like humiliated on Twitter and they're trying to find a new crowd, it's very weird. Very, very, like, so much negativity. Not that Twitter isn't. Like, Twitter's super negative, too.
I haven't been on X.
I try to look at the new...
I do think it's funny that Joe Rogan does seem like he's recently been trying to, like, push back in the slightest ways on, like, a lot of the stuff he's inundated his audience with, which is kind of ironic, but I don't know. Too little, too late.
News only.
So also in this video, I wanted to talk about Bert because he was on Shannon Sharp's podcast recently. And I don't know if Shannon really knows who Bert is. His producers, I think, just do all the research for the show and then write him questions to ask. So during it, Shannon reads one of his note cards that has the questions. And he's like, so Bert, you lost everything. You lost it all and built it back up. How'd you manage to do that? And the look on Bert's face is like, when did that happen? I don't know what you're talking about. But of course, in true Bert fashion, he just goes along with it. Which at this point, what do we really expect? You know, this is just classic Bert here. You know, instead of being honest, he's like, yeah, I went through some tough times. I'm bad with my money and I almost lost it all. He spends like 5 minutes talking about it. And Joe's friend Eddie Bravo saw this and messaged Joe about it because he's like, when did that happen? I don't remember Bert going broke at all. And it kind of seems like he made this up. And Joe's like, he did. I don't know what he's talking about. So Joe calls Bert out on it, and I guess at least Bert doesn't try to bullshit Joe, like he just admits, I don't know why I said that. Also, I don't know where Shannon's producers got this from. I guess maybe they see the Bert Kreischer videos that are like, Bert Kreischer's downfall, Bert Kreischer, it's rock bottom, and just assumed he lost it all, and now he's making a big comeback or something. I don't know, that's the only explanation I could think of. Or I guess it's possible maybe Shannon's crew was just trying to troll him here.
You lost it all. Lost everything. Built back up.
He does look shocked. He's like, what?
Yeah. Did you
just agreeing with that is so funny. Why not push back on it? Why not be like, no? What are you talking about? Where'd you hear that?
Shannon's crew was just trying to troll him here.
You lost it all. Lost everything. Built back up. Yeah. Did you believe you could build it back up? You're like, damn, how did I lose it? What did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? And if I ever get back in this situation again, I promise you it won't happen again.
I wish I was that insightful. No, I just was like, that.
Were you married when you lost everything?
So I've never been good with money.
So Eddie Bravo calls me the other day, and he goes, did Bert Kreischer lose everything and then get it back? I go, what? And he goes, yeah, it was so confusing. He was on Shannon Sharp's show, and Shannon says to Bert, what was it like? You lost everything, and then you had to build it back. And he goes, it seemed like it wasn't true. I go, it's not true. And I go, did Bert go along with it? He goes, yeah. I go, what? And I couldn't wait to talk to you about it because I could totally picture someone saying to you some story that totally never happened and you not wanting to be confrontational. So you just go along with it. Is that what happened?
100%.
100%.
The fucking whole show.
How did you not say that never happened?
He just caught me off guard.
Were you married when you lost everything?
So I've never been good with money. I made a ton of money when I was very young. 26 to 20 to 30 years old, I made a ton of money.
Yeah.
I remember one time my business manager was like, "Are you sick?" I was like, "What?" And he's like, "You're spending money like you have cancer." Like,
Caught you off guard.
I was like,
did at any point in time you say, I should probably say this never happened? No?
He was like, "You lost everything." In my head, I was like, "I did?" And he was like, "But you made it all."
Did you guys actually know that the movie, Van Wilder, National Lampoon's Van Wilder, is actually based on Bert Kreischer? Did you guys know that? He is the real life Van Wilder. For those of you that have seen that movie, that is his claim to fame. Does it even say anything about him in the plot or in the Wikipedia? Bert. Nope. He is, though. Who is Van Wilder based off of? Is based off of the real-life college experiences of comedian Bert Kreischer, particularly an infamous 1997 Rolling Stone article that dubbed him the #1 party animal in the country. Thank you, Beppis, for being a member for 3 months, part of the Inner Circle for 3 months. It's happening! Did we get a title? It is happening. Olivia explains a Beckham drama to a room full of haters. H3 show number 229. Thank you, Rum Tum Tugger, for being a 3-month member. I'm sorry, B3. It happens. Who's excited? Who's excited for some drama? Oh. Hashtag 229.
All back, and I go, "I did."
Where is this coming from?
I have no idea. He said it, and I just was like,
Why didn't you say that?
I don't know.
Never
I didn't even know
happened?
what I said after. I was like, took my wife to Europe. By dating at the time, I took her to Europe. Fly first class. I didn't know $1,300 versus $13,000.
Right.
And then we get pregnant with Georgia. We're married, and my business manager calls me and he's like, "Yo, you owe $60,000 in taxes." I was like, "Cool." He's like, "We only have $20,000 in your account." And I was like, "Well, where's the rest of the money?" He's like, "You spent it."
I love Angry Beavers. That show was also heat. Remember the show? Remember the episode where they were trying to stay up all night? I won't spoil the ending. Fire episode. Flames everywhere. Don't get it too close to the beaver home. I forget what they're called, what beaver houses are called.
I was like, "Well, what do I do?" And he's like, "I don't know. I should not be allowed to talk on microphones." I literally was like, I don't know what I said even after it, to be honest with you. But I was like,
"Oh yeah, beavers live in lodges." It's just adorable.
Like, I guess he has it in his notes. So I was like, "Yeah."
So someone must have Googled, did Bert Kreischer, probably some Reddit thread, Bert Kreischer lost everything.
I guess. And the stories about you online are more prevalent than the true ones. So you just go, I guess that's what he heard.
And
so
you just went with it?
I don't know.
That's so weird to do.
It would be weird if it were somebody other than Bert. With him, it just seems normal. I guess he just thought, well, I'm bad with my money, so that's about the same thing as losing everything. Even though I'm sure he was always making a good amount of money and never really had to worry that much. But it's just so funny. He doesn't mention, where'd you get that from? I never lost everything. I'd wonder, why would he ask that question? But with Bert, he's just going with the flow. But let me know what you guys think about it all down in the comments. And make sure you check out the Patreon if you...
I just told you what I think about it. I don't need to go in your comments. Here, let me ask him. What do you think of Free Bert? What does everyone think here? What does it... Oop. Comment. Let me get a little feedback here, what people got to say. Okay, so that's everything. We got a thumbnail? Not yet. Now we can finally get through this video. Let's go, let's go. Should I jump ahead to where we were? We were at the point, I think, where he started running.
You're getting real close.
He jumped in the river to escape cops. Worst decision ever. You know what? I am actually going to jump ahead because most of it is just him talking a whole lot of nothing. They're just talking a lot of talk back and forth.
No, not yet. Is that who he gave you? Is that the same name? Shy?
With 4 witnesses already reporting Shy's reckless driving and judging by his jittery behavior, officers decide to give him a sobriety test. But it will be the move he pulls afterwards that will totally blindside them.
Go ahead and put your feet together, hands at your side. All right, so with your eyes and your eyes only, standing still. Do you want to get the hair out of your eyes or something? Of
course.
Okay. Want to give you the...
Actually, that'd be good for the hat.
Yeah. You can just kind of tuck it in there backwards for me. There. All right, so with your eyes and your eyes only, keeping your head completely still, follow my finger, okay? Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you see like the purple fence right there, or the purple gate. So, how would you say that's like 20 yards away from us?
Like 40.
40? I don't think that's quite 40.
That's pretty far.
This is right where I was. See, I got back right to the point where I was the last stream. Yep, his name's Shy. Shy Shay Shaw. Shy Shay Shaw, that's this guy right here. Shy Shay Shaw.
Farther than 20 yards.
Remember that.
Foot.
So maybe the sign here, just so we're looking at the same thing.
Yeah.
How a yard is 3 feet.
3 feet. 3 feet to yard. 3 feet a yard.
So how far do you think away that is?
50.
50.
So should we try?
Dude, I can smoke that with a baseball, and if I can throw it 50 yards, I should have gone pro.
You play baseball?
Used to.
Oh yeah.
But could you walk there and back with these?
Yeah.
Just make sure you keep your hands at your side, looking down, counting out loud each step. Do you have any questions on that?
Yeah.
All right, you can begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Gotcha. And you said no alcohol whatsoever
None.
today?
I had
None?
nothing to drink. No, I came straight from home with my dad.
Okay. Was your dad in the truck at the time?
He was not. He told me I could take it. He's on his way down here right now.
Okay.
I've been home since then. Otherwise, I've been sick.
I would say, I don't know, 100 feet. See, I'd say, honestly, based on all these angles and everything, maybe not. Maybe he is right. Maybe it was like 25 yards, maybe. From the one angle, I could see maybe 50 yards, but also asking like that, like, who fucking knows? Some people just don't have good, like, depth perception and perception of scale. Like, you'll ask somebody, how big do you think this is? And they'll be like, I don't know, like 3 inches probably? You're like, what?
9.
Gotcha. And you said no alcohol whatsoever
None.
today?
I had
None?
nothing to drink. No, I came straight from home with my dad.
Okay. Was your dad in the truck at the time?
He was not. He told me I could take it. He's on his way down here right now.
Okay.
I've been home since then. Otherwise, I've been sick actually in bed for the past 2 days. So.
Okay, and you're good to do a PBT just to
yeah.
show?
Yeah.
You want to grab yours?
Yeah.
No. On any none whatsoever?
No.
Okay.
We know, Haley, we're waiting for that thumbnail to drop. We need it to come on. It's a big news. Title isn't changing either, so they're trying to get that thumbnail built. Olivia explains Beckham drama to room full of haters. Who are the haters?
How about and you said no drugs?
No drugs.
No weed, nothing like that?
A yard is 3 feet.
Nicotine? No.
Nicotine's it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's technically a drug, but not one you can get in trouble for.
Just driving stupid and trying to get to my buddy's house. I don't know. Dumb.
Okay.
I'm smart enough to be not driving anyway.
A yard is equivalent to 0.9144 meters to help everybody else out there.
But obviously not.
So here, I just got one more test for you then. Right. So you can go ahead and just step on the concrete. So it's called modified Romberg.
Yeah.
So all you have to do, stand feet together, hands at your side. What you're gonna do is you're gonna tilt your head back at about 45 degrees and close your eyes. And then you're gonna estimate the passage of about 30 seconds, okay? So in your head, estimate the passage of 30 seconds. Once you've gotten to 30 seconds, lift your head up and let me know when you got there.
All
right?
Can I have my hands like this?
Just hands at your side.
All right.
All right, so hands at your side, feet together, head back, and estimate the
Whenever you're
passage.
ready.
All right, begin. Fairly close. So my partner will just do a quick PPT, and it'll, as long as it shows zeros.
So you're not gonna let me drive either way, but
legally,
we're looking for zero.
Yeah, a yard is basically just under a meter. That's how I'm gonna start thinking about it from now on. Honestly, that helps my scaling of a meter now. Now that I know it's just a little bit over a yard.
We're looking for zeros.
So you just take a deep breath in, blow it out like you're blowing a balloon, okay?
Correct.
So I just want to show you there's nothing here, okay?
So it clicks, right?
So, yep. Just stay tight here, okay?
Yep.
0.07.
But no, there wasn't enough.
0.07.
Look at that crazy shit.
All right, man. So you lied about no alcohol today.
I haven't drank. I actually haven't.
You were an 071. So did you go on like a bender lap?
Is he under 21? Because he's technically under the legal limit, right? Isn't it 0.08? Legal limit for alcohol. Because they could still get him for like... Could they add that charge on, or could they just get him for the reckless driving? That's what I'm wondering. Because obviously they could get him for reckless driving regardless of if he's drunk or not. The being drunk would just like help, probably aid in the investigation, but like proving that he was drunk. But if he's under the legal, if he's under 21, then it doesn't matter. Anything over a 0 is illegal. But
last night,
I was drinking last night, very hard. Yeah.
What time did you get done drinking?
12 o'clock at night.
So midnight. How much? And what time did you get up today?
7, early.
7.
Even with Shy acting sus, the officers know they don't have enough to arrest him. And as soon as he realizes this, his attitude toward them quickly shifts.
Can I get that straw?
Sure.
Oh, sweet.
So I mean, you've been drinking?
I drank last night. That's it.
So when was your last drink? Did you slam one?
Literally midnight.
Literally midnight.
Yeah, I passed the out after midnight pretty hard.
Okay, and how much did you drink?
Oh,
probably
like
a lot.
A quarter bottle of vodka, yeah.
A quarter. So, I would think it was more than that, because just
I'm a lightweight. I'm a lightweight. So.
Just before they take your car, do you have insurance on your vehicle?
He might. It's not my vehicle.
It's his truck.
It's his truck. Okay. Also, is he?
Damn. Wait, is this like his buddy or his dad? Crashing somebody else's car that you're driving recklessly while drunk. You're lucky the cops are here, man. If I was this guy.
Able to take your dog?
Probably it's a dog.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not arresting you for OWI.
Okay.
Just know you were still
Am I getting a ride then? Can I get a ride?
You can probably.
You know I ride? Look at that. That's wild.
You gonna hold him for the night?
I'll run.
Nope. I mean, we're just gonna issue him some citation, and then he's free to go with you if you want to take him. Otherwise, he can find his own ride.
This has a word of warning. Just because you drank last night, slept it off, and woke up
doesn't mean I'm not drunk.
It doesn't mean you're not sober.
That is true. That ain't.
It doesn't mean you're not sober. I think this cop might have had a drink not that long ago.
That is not close. 0.701. That's damn near over the limit.
Yeah, you're
close to being the limit. That's what I'm saying. Is like, yeah, watch that. You know.
Feeling sober and being sober are two different things.
You got a point.
Especially if you're
well,
drinking.
If you don't want to take me home, I'll walk down to Jones and get a ride home. Hold on, can I grab less? Am I free? All right, I'm free.
Well,
what the heck?
He's not good to go yet. Yeah. I mean, he's got brush under there too.
Oh, you run over bushes and shit?
No.
Oh no.
Well, that doesn't naturally grow under there. Yeah. And there's over curbs and stuff.
I want to see the camera footage then if it happened.
It's timestamped.
Oh,
They'll request it.
Let's see it then.
Well, we're not going to show you now. But in court,
and court, I definitely want to see that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. He was an 071, and there wasn't enough in the eyes to take him. So.
Do we think there's something else?
Honestly, I'm giving it up to these cops because I always say it does seem like when they do the field sobriety test, they're just saying something to get you arrested. But it seems like they're actually trying to do their due diligence in trying to investigate if he was driving under the influence or just driving recklessly and ended up fucking up the car. Which I'll give them credit for that. You got to give credit where credit is due.
On board though, or just
His pupils seemed fine.
yeah? As of right now, I have unsafe lane deviation, exhibition driving, no insurance, OAR, DC because I guess the second he got out of his car, he was screaming.
Damn, I didn't have a drink until I turned 21, and it was a shot of tequila I immediately spit out over all my friends. I think I didn't start drinking really until I was like 18, I don't think. I probably had like a sip of something here or there before that. I had been smoking weed for a long time though, up to that point.
A bunch of swear words, yelling at people on the sidewalk, what the f***'s going on, like shit like that, so you can get that.
We're going to hold you here.
Huh?
She's going to have a couple citations for you.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Just so you know, since you're revoked due to OWI, it's going to be a crime. So OAR is criminal, so you can get a warrant if you don't take care of it.
They ain't gonna catch me in a different state. I'll be in Texas.
Might put that down just to see if they make it full extradition. Then
Let's do it. They don't know what state I'm going to. I'll tell you, Texas. Maybe I'm going to North Carolina, Kansas. Who knows? You guys can't keep me in jail forever.
No?
This is a warning.
That's a warning.
This is a warning for me. Oh, I just gotta pull over downtown. I'm not going to jail, but I'm going to the slug's house. I know. I got pulled over. Look at this. Ready? I got 3 cool cops next to me. They're f***ing awesome. All right, how long till you're there? So I can run away from these guys.
Don't run away.
No, you guys won't catch me anyways. What?
We know who you are.
You ain't gonna find me.
You can't outrun the radio.
Yeah, I can. 100%. I've done it multiple times on my motorcycle.
Oh boy, you're a big guy.
When did you do that exactly?
You probably know. I probably ran from you.
No?
Look at the cameras.
Them cameras don't show us. I want to see it.
No, I can't hear what he's saying. I just hear him yelling.
That's pretty far away he's doing.
He won't be.
He's like, just give me all of them. Just give me all of them.
All of what?
Citations, all this stuff.
Well, I am.
He's never been in jail.
No, but he's walking that line.
What's that? Yeah.
No, but he's walking the line. We have DC, we have misdemeanor rail jumping, we have DC, and we have OAR. So if he's going to be a problem, he can go to jail. I have no problem with that.
And as the officers start second-guessing their decision, Shy acts like he can outsmart them all.
Is this normal behavior?
Okay, never mind, bye. I can follow y'all if I want. It's a free world. It's my dad. What are you going to tell him?
Okay.
Let me listen.
Here's the deal, dude.
Here's the deal. I'm listening.
Right. You're getting real close to going to jail.
I'll run. You guys won't catch me.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't go away.
It goes away.
It does not go away.
In a different state, it goes away.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to a different state. I don't care. You don't care, exactly. That's why I'm going.
Why are you doing this? You were decent when we first started.
I want to hear what you're trying to tell my dad.
For me or something. Yeah.
Well, I can't. Why you gotta pull my dad away to have a conversation? I'm here. I can listen. This is about me. So ask it.
But I'm not gonna talk to him.
Oh, we got a thumbnail? Nice. Okay. Okay, we have the haters. Our haters ready to go. Dan Staban back at it?
I'll see you when you're here before I get arrested.
Yeah, just start walking.
Bye.
I'm gonna pick you up somewhere else.
You guys are assholes. You all know that?
We're gonna hang out here while
No, I'm not.
Zip, go to pursuit.
Shy, you're under arrest!
Officers are in pursuit.
He's a good kid when you got him working. He's busy.
Still going south.
He's totally fine with us. Went through field sobrieties and all that, and then we
like a show-off thing.
Yeah.
As soon as I walked up, I seen him get louder.
Yeah.
Louder. It's like, just shut up, you know?
Yeah. He turned it into a criminal thing now. When we were just going to give him a couple tickets because we had 4 people call on him.
Yeah, I'm really confused as to why he ran off there. It was a really dumb move. Yeah, it did seem like maybe he has some issues with his dad, and so when his dad came, like his dad's acting cool right now, but who knows what their relationship really is like. That could be like one of the reasons he started acting up as soon as his dad showed up.
Possibly jumped in the water. Negative. I have eyes on him now. He's in the water.
If I'm not under arrest,
Huh?
I calm down, am I cool?
Just come back up here. We can be cool.
Okay. I'm not under arrest. I freaked out.
Okay, I hear you, man.
Am I okay if I come up?
Come up.
I'm not under arrest.
We got paperwork for you.
Well, they're gonna arrest him. Don't come up, Shy Shay Shaw. Shy Shay Shaw, no.
That's fine, so I just take that and go.
Just come back up here.
I come to you?
Get over here right now. No 156 headquarters. We're at teaser point. Get over here right now. Come over here.
Am I okay to
Come over here right now.
I'm sorry.
You do anything stupid, you're gonna get tased. You hear me?
Freaked out.
Get over here.
I freaked out. I'm coming. Turn around. Turn around.
Stop walking towards me. Stop. Get down on your knees.
I'm sorry. I freaked out.
You do anything stupid, you're gonna get tased. You understand me?
I understand.
We got him. William 141 headquarters. Other units can slow down. We've got him in custody, 10-2.
No. Stop.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I got scared. I got so scared. I'll have to overreact.
Watch your step.
Now that he's caught, Shy has much to apologize for, but an apology alone won't fix crap.
Do you have anything in your pockets right now?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Other than my pants pockets.
What's in?
Nothing will poke your daddy.
Which squad's he going? 4.
I do love when people get arrested because some people cry and they freak out and they scream and they fight. I do really love the people that just go, oh, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I was freaking out. I don't know.
Can I get a switch it off?
Do not be spitting in my car.
I spit on my pants.
You're gonna get put in a spit hood.
All right.
Not again.
Sorry.
And even though the incident on site wraps up, Shy's obvious arrogance and pride haven't dialed down at all.
Yeah. I was asleep till morning. Whew. Jail's dope.
I am on my way in with an individual. Don't know if they'll be cooperative or not.
I'll be cooperative. I'll be very cooperative.
Oh, he's saying he's going to be cooperative.
I don't mean to run those stupid.
Shy was charged with misdemeanor, obstructing an officer, operating a vehicle while revoked, disorderly conduct, and bail jumping ×2. He was soon released on a $150 cash bond with conditions of no driving without a valid driver's license, maintaining absolute sobriety, and no jump.
Oh, where are our bingo cards, Captain? Oh, I need to... You just reminded me. I had done the polls. I had done... There's too many things I've set up. I'll set this up. We're going to do some more body cam stuff tomorrow. So I'll set it up for tomorrow to make sure we have it. Do some body cam bingo. Body cam bingo is a great way to do it, I feel like. Are we going to start soon? What's going on, guys? 6 minutes late? What's happening? Here, let's watch another one of these. Let's go with another goof and gaff for the moment. Here we go. Some of these seem a little risque. Some of these are like baking with beefcake. Cooking with beefcake, sorry. Oh, here we go. Now this is the type of content I want to see. buying and caring for your kitten.
G'day, I'm Dr. Harry Cooper.
Oh, it's Moggy. Hey, Moggy, he's mogging.
Your Moggy can come in some of the most beautiful coat patterns and colours imaginable. And even our home wouldn't be complete without our little black friend around. So where do you go to get that adorable Moggy kitten you've really set your heart on? And the sight of a litter of fluffy little balls alternately tearing around their pen or firmly tucked up inside something warm is just too much of a temptation for so many of us. Even I've got to admit, there have been one or two I've come across in making this video that I would dearly love to have put in my pocket. But what about the old wicker basket? I reckon if I gave that to one of my cats, it'd demolish it inside a week. So think about something else. By the way, if you do decide to have that cat sleeping with you and you've got a waterbed, just beware. In the middle of the night, when the cat gets a little active, you could spring a leak.
Think about the environment.
Cats eat meat. Not just red meat, but white meat too. So there's a whole variety of meat that you can use. Cats also like kangaroo meat. In fact, the problem is that they tend to become addicted to kangaroo meat, and it's very hard to get them off it. Remember all those old...
Okay, that's good to know. Make sure I'm not giving my cat kangaroo meat. It's addictive.
Paintings the masters did, cats lapping milk out of a bowl. It wasn't milk, it was cream, because milk gives most cats diarrhea. Well, the easiest way to make sure you don't miss anything is to start at the front and work your way to the back. It should be a little bit wet and certainly cold, and any discharge that is coming out should be clear. If it looks at all pussy and yellow, give the kitten a big miss. Roll over. That's the shot, and we'll have a look underneath. Whoops-a-days, nearly got you. And last but not least, have a look under the tail. If it's as clear as that, you can reckon this kitten's pretty ripe. Buy a good water pistol or a spray bottle and take some lessons in sharpshooting. Simply fill with water, add a couple of drops of white wine vinegar, and you're in business. Kittens soon understand no, particularly if it's backed up with a quick squirt. You leave a couple of these weapons around the house.
I'm not going to spray my cat with vinegar, thank you very much.
So in a moment of anger, you can literally go for your gun. They truly are.
Cats do be eating the bird population. That's why you got to keep them at home.
The godlike creatures the Egyptians imagined them to be, aren't you? Eh? But for me, they're my friends and they're my companions. And somehow, I couldn't imagine life without a cat.
Make sure you're not in top chat. If you're in top chat, you might be not seeing yourself.
You cheeky devil.
What is this one? 101 Jesuses.
Give me a J! Give me an E! Give me an S! Give me a U! Give me an S! What's that spell? Give it up for Jesus!
Hey, look! It's Jesus! You...
Okay, I think this is literally just 101 different Jesus depictions through their different VHS found footage.
To Jesus.
Jesus!
Jesus. Jesus. Jesus.
Too bad for you, Jesus.
Jesus Christ is Lord! Jesus.
Here, there's got to be another good one in here. Elvis Class. Oh. This must be where all of the different Elvis impersonators are coming from. They're like getting pumped out like a factory.
I know this looks ridiculous. Make sure to do this in private. And he always had his arm out kind of like at an L position from his body. And that might have had something to do with his karate training. Buy a bottle of sweat inhibitor. And you can get this on the same shelf that you get the spirit gum and the spirit gum remover. And what it does is, like I said, it inhibits perspiration in that area so that those sideburns will stick throughout your show.
There was one about massaging a cat. I didn't see that. Ooh. don't mean to inspect element. Cat massage. Oh, we watched this one already. The cat massage was the one we already watched. That's a classic. I've been on the found footage fest train for a while. What you need now is total self-defense. Is there more cat footage? Here, let me just look at cat. Let's see how many cat videos there are. Okay, wait, one sec.
Self-defense means meeting violence with violence.
What does this have to do with karate?
First a warrior, or all else is folly.
I'll just bring Paul over here. We had the Adam's apple. The hand makes a circle and chops into that brainstem. That's a knockout point. Thank you, Paul. I come right...
Oh, my kitty Minerva's B-Day. It was yesterday. Everybody say happy birthday, Minnie. Happy birthday, Minnie. Shout out Minerva.
And attack the Adam's apple. Thank you, Paul. So you poke from here right into the eye. Thank you, Paul. I hit him, comes flying back. If I miss, into there. Thank you, Paul.
And yesterday was it was an adoption anniversary too. Big days.
As you can see, there's a lot of force. Thank you, Paul. And we're squeezing hard behind the windpipe. Thank you, Paul. I follow through with the strike. Thank you, Paul. Wham, like that. Thank you, Paul. Kick, like that. Thank you, Paul. Coming right down on the skull. Thank you very much, Paul. 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 Out of that.
Thank you very much, Paul. This is the one I want to see. I think I've seen this before.
Slow down, you're moving too fast. That says a lot about life and about cat massage.
So this is the cat massage lady, but this is going to be more than just the cat massage lady.
Cat massage is the easiest way to produce a cat smile and is a reliable source for cat giggles.
You guys like cat smiles?
Is the easiest way to produce a cat
Look at it. Look at that little smile right there. Just smirking.
Smile and is a reliable source for cat giggles.
Hi, I'm Rue McClanahan, and I'm just about to host this video on the loving care of your cat. But first, somebody told me there's a cat over here I should see.
Oh my gosh! Kitty cats everywhere!
And make sure that you get the part that went over the fence last. Yeah, I know.
Please. It's very good. Sometimes you make some scratch, some noise on this side. Keep in the middle, hold in the middle, and little bit higher.
See, I want to teach my cat how to use the toilet. That feels like such a big up. Like, you think about it. See how much... Would you save money on litter, or would you be spending more on water? It's a good question.
Now take a look at my kitty through time lapse. Go through the whole procedure.
Like both of those are true, but I'm saying like comparatively, what's the difference? Oh, it's Princess Kitty and Friends. My favorite show.
Wrap the cat in the towel, and now we're ready to dry.
It's Pudgy Wudgy and the Two-Headed Teenager, coming to a newsstand near you.
In KD Country, I'm Dave Crawley.
That cat didn't want to wear that.
Who's the best cat?
I was gonna say the same thing. He is looking stylish.
That cat didn't want to wear that.
Who's the best cat in the United States?
Only in the United States? Interesting. But the podcast has started. I do appreciate everybody for stopping in. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with streams throughout the week as well. I will be back tomorrow for another public stream, not a member stream. Member stream next Saturday, but tomorrow's going to be a public stream, just some goofs, some gaffs, some different fun stuff for us to all look at. I really do appreciate everybody for stopping in. Again, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Become a member, because we got all types of member stuff too. This is Captain Quasar, signing off.